Sports Information Director Andrea Wenzel here with freshman Gilbert Solorza from the men's cross country team. Now Gilbert, like we said, you're a freshman. What's the transition been like with early morning practices, classes, a little bit different than high school?
Well, it's kind of similar to high school, but there's a big transition from running with people that are as competitive as I am and going to classes where I start around later than I usually do in high school.
So have you enjoyed your collegiate experience so far? Or maybe what's been the best road trip so far with the team?
Yeah, it's been very fun. My favorite road trip is probably the Sacramento road trip, because we got to travel further as a team on a bus and we had a great bonding experience together.
All right, now you've had a lot of success early on, 4 first place finishes for you thus far. So what's kind of been the key to your success?
Just putting all my effort in every practice and running hard for my team and hoping that we can succeed and excel together.
Now in a couple of weeks you'll get to run in your first Big West Championship experience. Are you looking forward to that? Tell us kind of what you're thinking about.
Oh yes, I'm expecting to run with all the Cal Poly runners as hard as I can and just give all the best effort I can.
All right, now we've got some fun questions for you. Gilbert, we want to find out a little bit about the cross country team, so who would you say is your messiest teammate?
My messiest teammate? I would have to say, this is a good one. Probably Kevin Russell.
And why?
Well, because when we were in Sacramento, he put all his stuff all over his bed, all his gear and stuff. And I just thought that was pretty messy. But at the same time, they're all clean clothes, so.
Okay, and you mentioned that Sacramento trip. Who brought the best movies on the bus?
The best movies, probably Dalton Hall.
And then one more question for you. What's the best class you've taken here at Fullerton so far, and why, and who's the professor?
Oh, the best class will have to be English 101 with Gary Pollitt, because he's just spontaneous and keeps the class enjoyed the whole time. And it's more like we're not learning, but we're just having fun with the lessons he's giving us.
All right, well, thank you, Gilbert, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Sports Information Director Andrea Wenzel here with junior Katie Bathgate from the women's cross country team. Now, Katie, the team had last weekend off, and now you're back in action this weekend at the Highlander Invitational. Can you tell us what does the cross country team do when they have a week off and 2 weeks to prepare for a meet?
We actually just get a long run in. We increase our mileage a little bit and do a little bit more distance. We'll do a nice long run where we'll pick up and do the girls probably 13 to 14 miles and the guys I would say 15 to 17 miles, and just get a good base mileage in.
And now this will be the second time you're getting to run at the Highlander Invitational. Can you tell us a little bit about what the course is like, what the race shapes up to be?
Personally, I love the course. It's really fast. It's fairly flat, but the hills aren't too difficult. It's really competitive. We're going to face a lot of teams that are in our conference, so it's a good opportunity to see where we stand as of right now heading into conference pretty soon.
All right, and now really just 2 weeks left until the Big West Championships. How is the team kind of preparing for that event that's just a couple weeks away?
We're just starting our taper, so we're cutting down our mileage a little bit, making sure our legs are fast, focusing on doing a little bit faster tempo interval training. Just mentally preparing ourselves and knowing that we're out there to compete. And at Sacramento, we took down Long Beach and Irvine, and that's a step up for us as a program. So we're chasing after Riverside and Santa Barbara, and I'm pretty sure that we're pretty close to them. We can be done.
All right, and now we'd kind of like some fun facts, to hear some fun facts about your women's cross country team. So Katie, in your opinion, who's the best cook on the team and why?
The best cook? That's probably Lauren McIntyre, since she wants to be a chef. So Yeah, she's actually working at the gastronome right now, but she's probably going to go to culinary school after this. So.
And have you had any of Lauren's dishes?
I've had her pasta.
Was
so,
it good?
Yes. And Tristany's a big fan of her peanut butter cookies. That's her secret.
All right. And who would you say is the best dressed on your team?
The best dressed. I don't know, we have a new freshman, Abby, who's always wearing heels on campus and dressing really cute, but a lot of girls have some good style.
All right. And tell us what your favorite spot on campus is.
My favorite spot. I'm really big into biomechanics, as that's my major, so I love going to the biomechanics lab and doing, being part of some of the research that goes on in there. I think it's really fun.
All right, and kind of going along with that answer, what would you say your favorite class has been in your time here at Cal State Fullerton, and why, and who's the professor?
My favorite class. I really enjoyed my exercise phys lab, and that actually wasn't with the professor. It was with a graduate assistant, but my favorite professor would have to be Dr. Lynn.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today, Katie.